Imagine a grand ship, its sails billowing with the winds of curiosity. This isn't just any vessel, it's a ship of ideas christened the Observer. At its helm stands a captain, a figure not of command but of guidance. His name is Crow, and he represents the collective spirit of human inquiry. His crew is not a band of hardened pirates seeking gold, but everyday people, thinkers, dreamers and doers, united by a shared thirst for knowledge. They are setting out from the safe harbour of established thought, leaving behind the comfortable maps that have guided generations before them. Their destination is not a physical land, but a new understanding of the cosmos itself, a journey into the unknown. Their quest is propelled by a radical new chart, Crowton's cosmogenic field theory. This is not a dusty tome pulled from an ancient library, but a living map, drawn from watching the tides and the stars, from observing the very fabric of nature. The crew understands that the old maps, while useful, have their limits. They show monsters at the edges and warn of places from which there is no return. Crow and his crew believe the universe is not a place of dead ends, but of endless cycles and transformations. Their voyage represents the courage it takes to question what we think we know and to sail towards a more complete truth. The air is thick with anticipation and a touch of trepidation. Every sailor on board has a role to play. The navigator checks the celestial bodies, the lookout scans the horizon for new phenomena, and the engineers tend to the ship's engine, which runs on pure intellectual energy. This journey is a collaboration, a testament to the power of working together. Science is not the domain of a select few, it is a grand human adventure. The ship, the Observer, embodies this principle. Its strength comes not from its timbers, but from the shared purpose of its crew, who are ready to face the vast, mysterious ocean of reality. As they pull away from the shore, the familiar coastlines of old theories fade into the mist. This is a pivotal moment, a departure from the safety of the known. The crew looks to Crow, not for orders, but for reassurance. He points not to a specific point on the horizon, but to the endless possibilities that lie ahead. Their journey is a metaphor for scientific progress itself, a continuous process of observation, questioning, and adaptation. They are not just sailing a ship, they are navigating the very process of discovery, powered by the simple yet profound desire to understand our place in the universe. The sea awaits, and with it, the promise of profound revelations. The open sea is magnificent, but it holds dangers. On the old maps, there is a region marked with skulls and crossbones, a cosmic Bermuda Triangle. This area represents the old rigid ideas about black holes, places of no escape, points of infinite density where the laws of physics supposedly break down completely. For centuries, sailors were told to fear this region, to believe that anything entering it would be lost forever, crushed into nothingness. The crew of the Observer approaches this area not with fear, but with caution and a healthy dose of skepticism. They know that here be dragons is often just another way of saying, here be something we do not yet understand. Crow gathers his crew on the deck. He doesn't command them to steer clear out of fright. Instead, he encourages them to use their instruments to observe the strange currents and the way light bends at the edges of this mysterious zone. They see the powerful pull, the undeniable gravity of the place, but they also notice things the old maps missed. They see faint echoes, subtle ripples in the fabric of space-time, suggesting that the story doesn't end there. Their ship, guided by Crowton's theory, is designed to navigate these waters. It understands that a powerful vortex is not necessarily a final destination. With skillful navigation, born from courage and careful observation, they chart a course around the most perilous assumptions. They avoid the trap of the singularity, the idea that at the center of a black hole is an infinitely small point. This concept, like a siren's song, has lured many scientific voyages to a standstill, a mathematical shipwreck. The crew of the Observer resists this temptation. They trust their own readings, which suggest a process, not an endpoint. They sail with the understanding that nature rarely deals in absolutes and that infinity is often a placeholder for a deeper, more elegant truth waiting to be discovered. By successfully navigating past this intellectual Bermuda Triangle, the crew proves the strength of their new approach. They have faced one of the greatest fears of the cosmic sea and found a way through. They did not conquer it with force, but with understanding. Their journey demonstrates a vital scientific principle. Progress often means sailing around the obstacles that old ideas have placed in our path. It requires us to question the very nature of the monsters on our maps and to have the courage to draw new ones based on the evidence we gather with our own eyes and instruments. Having navigated the treacherous waters of old dogma, the crew can now focus on the core principle of their journey, the very heart of Crowton's theory. Crow explains it not with complex equations, but with a simple, powerful analogy drawn from the world around them. He points to a fallen seed on the deck, explaining how it doesn't just cease to exist. It breaks down. Its essence is transferred back into the soil, and from it, new life springs forth. This, he explains, is the fundamental idea of the transfer interface field. It's a natural law of renewal writ large across the cosmos. The transfer interface field, in this simple telling, is like a universal recycling system. It proposes that when a star collapses under its own immense gravity, it doesn't just vanish into a point of nothingness. Instead, it reaches a critical limit, the Crowton limit, where a new process takes over. This field activates, preventing a complete collapse. It acts as a grand cosmic gateway, a non-local interface that takes the matter and energy that falls in and redirects it. It's a system of cosmic regeneration, ensuring that the universe is a place of cycles, not dead ends. Nothing is truly lost. It is merely transformed and prepared for a new beginning. The crew gathers, their faces lit with understanding. This idea resonates deeply with them because they see its echoes everywhere in nature. They see it in the water cycle where rain falls, flows to the sea and rises again as clouds. They see it in the forests where fallen leaves decay to nourish new growth. Crowton's theory feels intuitive because it is derived from these fundamental patterns of the natural world. It suggests that the laws governing a star's death are not so different from the laws governing life and renewal on our own planet. It connects the unimaginably large with the familiar and tangible. This concept fills the voyage with a profound sense of optimism. The universe seen through this lens is not a cold, dark place where things are inexorably destroyed. It is a dynamic, vibrant and interconnected system. The black holes they once feared are now seen as crucial nodes in this cosmic web of life, death and rebirth. They are not cosmic monsters, but cosmic gardeners, facilitating the grand cycle of matter and energy. The crew of the Observer feels a renewed sense of purpose, knowing they are sailing towards a truth that is not only scientifically elegant, but also deeply hopeful. As the Observer sails onward, the spirit on board is one of exhilaration and unity. The journey has not been easy, but every challenge has strengthened the bond between the captain and his crew. They have learned that the greatest tool for discovery is not a complex piece of machinery, but an open mind working in concert with others. Crow, representing the guiding principles of the new theory, and his crew, representing the people, have shown that progress is a collaborative dance between bold ideas and collective effort. Their shared curiosity has become their compass, and their courage has become their engine. This voyage is a powerful reminder that science is not a static collection of facts, but a living, breathing process. Crowton's cosmogenic field theory itself is like the ship. It is built to adapt and change as new discoveries are made on the horizon. It welcomes new data, new observations, and even challenges to its own structure. The theory's strength lies in its falsifiability, its willingness to be tested against the rigors of reality. The crew knows their map is not final. It is a draft, one that they will continue to refine with every new star they chart and every new cosmic current they measure. The journey's end is not a final destination, but the beginning of a new era of exploration. The crew of the Observer has not just found a new route across the sea. They have discovered a new way of seeing the sea itself. They look out at the cosmos, not with fear of its crushing infinities, but with wonder at its endless cycles of renewal. They are filled with hope, knowing that the universe's greatest mysteries are not impenetrable walls, but invitations to a grander adventure. They are part of a continuous story of discovery, passed from one generation to the next. Let this tale of a ship, a captain and a crew inspire us all. We are all sailors on this vast ocean of existence. The universe is filled with wonders yet to be understood, from the smallest quantum flicker to the grandest cosmic structures. By working together, by embracing our curiosity, and by having the courage to question what we think we know, we can navigate any sea. The horizon of knowledge is always before us, beckoning us to come and explore. The voyage continues, and the most exciting discoveries are still to come.